Doc Michael StaJuana of Fil Am News, covering Filipino-American community news in Las Vegas, Nevada, and global scene. Fil Am News from ACTV studios in the entertainment capital of the world to your home and anywhere on your device. Visit actvus.com to enjoy live streaming of ACTV's programs, especially Fil Am News, anytime and anywhere in the world. You can also download the ACTV app from your smartphone, Roku, Kodi devices to watch live and video on-demand shows on your phone and share anything to all of your friends globally. ACTV is also available on WCETV app worldwide. Visit actvus.com to get the links or simply go to Facebook and YouTube and search for Fil Am News. Yes, we are making it easy for you to access Fil Am News and other ACTV programs locally or globally. Here are this week's stories. United States to withhold some types of temporary work visas to Filipinos for a year. Contributed by Elnor P. Santos, CNN, Philippines. Port Seafood City Supermarket opens in North Las Vegas. Second, Asian Culture Television Anniversary, a success. Retired General Ronald Bato de la Rosa met Las Vegas Fil Am community leaders. On our featured story, what it means to be a Filipino-American youth in Las Vegas. On community event, Philippine Normal University Alumni Association of Nevada and the Filipino-American Educators of Nevada will be holding the Fil Am Teachers Valentine's Ball. And on Las Vegas concert and shows, Ryan Cayabyab and the Singers concert in Las Vegas on April 6, 2019. Pure Medical Equipment, located at 3750 South Jones Boulevard, Suite 190, Las Vegas, Nevada 89103. The premier provider for your medical equipment and supply needs. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, private and cash pay. Pure Medical Equipment.
With the many recent changes and focus on immigration law, now more than ever is the time to seek the help you need from an attorney you can trust. As an immigrant myself, I know the many difficulties and hardships involved in immigrating to this great country. With more than 10 years of experience in handling immigration cases, our firm can provide the necessary answers and solutions to your needs. Call Calderon Law today so we can work together to help you get the peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve.
The U.S. government has imposed a one-year ban on issuing some temporary work visas to Filipinos over concerns of severe overstaying and human trafficking. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security and the Department of State delisted the Philippines from countries eligible to participate in the H-2A and H-2B programs, according to a document published on the Federal Register effective January 18 this year to January 19, 2020. This means Filipinos will not be issued visas for temporary or seasonal work in the agriculture, H-2A, and non-agriculture, H-2B sectors. Other types of visas remain available to Filipinos, including H-1B for those engaged in specialty occupation, which includes fashion models of distinguished merit and ability, and government-to-government research and development, or co-production projects administered by the Department of Defense. The Philippines has a high H-2B overstay rate. In fiscal year 2017, Department of Homeland Security estimated that nearly 40% of H-2 visa holders from the Philippines overstayed their period of authorized stay. The Department of Homeland Security said it also expressed concern over the high volume of trafficking victims from the Philippines who were originally issued H-2B visas. Continued H-2B visa issuance may encourage or serve as an avenue for future human trafficking from the Philippines, it added. The Department of Homeland Security said this overstay and human trafficking concerns are severe enough to warrant removal from the H-2A visa program as well. This concern, informed by the fourfold increase in H-2A visa applications from nationals of the Philippines between fiscal year 2015 to 2018. The Philippines' continued inclusion creates the potential for abuse, fraud, and other harm to the integrity of the H-2A or H-2B visa programs, it's added. In response to the U.S. decision, the Department of Foreign Affairs reminded Filipinos to follow immigration and visa rules. A visa issuances are country's prerogative. The DFA notes the concern that led the DHS to arrive at its decision. Nonetheless, the Philippines is open to the possibility of working with the United States in addressing these issues, as it has previously done so with similar concern involving the Filipino community there, the agency said in the statement. Malacanang said that DFA and the Philippine ambassador to the U.S. should attend to the situation as it has yet to receive an official report. First, we need to know if there is a basis for the decision. If we see na wala naman, then we will ask for reconsideration. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo said in a media briefing last Tuesday. We will respect if they have basis for that. We will only react if our workers are being mistreated, maltreated, or being discriminated against, But if they violated the laws of the US, then they have to face the music, Panelo added. For now, Panelo said Filipinos seeking to work abroad can do so in countries other than the United States. The Port Seafood City was opened recently in North Las Vegas, located at 6435 North Decatur Boulevard, Las Vegas, Nevada 89131. They truly determined on spreading their flagship philosophy of true Filipino goodness to even more states soon. Seafood City Supermarket has become a cultural icon to both Filipinos here and abroad. To Filipino American household, the supermarket has become part of the weekly schedule, a regular stop for groceries, and flavorful Pinoy meals. To the relatives in the Philippines, the brand name is a familiar one, often heard about from lolos and lolas taking about their lives in the United States during visits home. To the local American community, Seafood City Supermarket is known as a company that provides opportunities to Filipino Americans and other communities alike. And through its prominent work with various non-profit groups and charities, Seafood City Supermarket also proves that the value of kawanggawa is indelible to the Filipinos wherever he may be. Seafood City Supermarket has come a long way from its humble beginnings in 1989 to establishing itself as a premier Filipino supermarket chain in North America, but it has grown into something more than that. Now the words Seafood City are spoken of among Filipino Americans in the same breath as words such as community. Above all, the most meaningful reason that people come to Seafood City is simply that it's good to be home. Congratulations, Seafood City. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Pure Medical Equipment, located at 3750 South Jones Boulevard, Suite 190, Las Vegas, Nevada 89103. The premier provider for your medical equipment and supply needs. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, private and cash pay. Pure Medical Equipment. Asian Culture Television second anniversary celebration was a great success. That was held last January 20, 2019 at the Asian Culture Center, which was participated mostly by the Asian community leaders in Las Vegas, of course, highlighted with a public presentation of the ACTV stars as per Carl Magno, the Chief Executive Officer of Asian Culture Television, and the semifinals of the Culture Class Magic Edition. Retired General Ronald Bato de la Rosa met Las Vegas Filipino-American community leaders while he was here in Las Vegas to support the fight of Manny Pacquiao. First was the dinner hosted by Dr. Mariates Princer and Mr. Ed Princer with the Maria del Mar Society last January 18, 2019, and the last was the January 20, 2019, hosted by Dr. Santos Yu with the Filipino-American community leaders of Las Vegas. On Fil Am community events, the Philippine Normal University Alumni Association of Nevada, in collaboration with Filipino-American Educators of Nevada, will be holding their first Teachers Valentine's Ball entitled Pusuan Mo Si Teacher on February 8, 2019 from 6 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at the Jackpot Bar and Grill, located at 4360 South Decatur Boulevard, Las Vegas, Nevada 89103. Proudly sponsored by John Paul David of Milestone Realty. And on Las Vegas Fil Am shows and concert, please watch Ryan Cayabyab and the Singers live in concert in Las Vegas on April 6, 2019 at 6 p.m. at the Desert Spring United Methodist Church, 120 North Pavilion Center Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada 89144. Brought to you by the Asian Culture Alliance with Pure Medical Equipment and Supplies and J&L Promotions.
Kay ganda ng ating musika, kay ganda ng ating musika, ito ay ating sariling ating.
Sabi para mamaparan na dyan sa tabi.
Ibig ko'y umapaw, damdamin ko'y humihiyaw sa tuwa. You know that the natural resource of the Filipinos are the singers.
Ikaw ang tuwing at kaya tanging ikaw sinta. Umaga o kahit man naman tanging ikaw sinta. Hindi magsasawa sa piling mo.
Hello, this is Doc Mike for Fil Am News, and right now I'm here at the Global Winter Wonderland. It so happened that I meet the group of Filipino-American students. What age when you arrived here in the U.S.?
I was about 13, 12 when I arrived here in the U.S.
And how were you able to adjust and acculturate with the culture in the United States?
At first, it was kind of hard, especially you get culture shock the first time you get here, like the first few years. But once you see how like people actually talk and how they represent, it's pretty cool.
Well, I'm 18 years old. At first, it was hard too because I couldn't speak English that well. But like the more I hang out with different races, cultures, and stuff, the more I adapt to the community.
How old are you now?
I'm 16.
16, so it's like 3 years ago, but it look like with your accents look like you were here since you were born.
I was 10 when I arrived in the U.S. and I didn't know much, so I had to be in an English learner program.
Oh.
And in my school, there was a lot of Filipino to help me out as well, so it was very good that there were other Filipinos to help me and learn more about the English and the American culture.
Okay. How old are you when you arrived here in Las Vegas in the United States?
So I was 17 when I just got here from the Philippines in Dagupan City, which is
From where?
Dagupan City. It's
Dagupan, yeah.
from Pangasinan.
So how old are you now?
I'm 18.
Wow, so barely 1 year and your accent is really Americanized. So, how were you able to acculturate and blend with American language?
Well, it's all about movies. Just need to follow their accents, just like any kind of stuff, like actors, like celebrities, or maybe other YouTubers out there.
How about you? How were you able to acculturate now that you were born and raised here?
I was able to acculturate here because my family knows Tagalog. My great grandma only knows Tagalog, so I have to know Tagalog in order to communicate with her.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Well, technically, to be honest, when I arrived here, I actually don't know, like, I actually felt like I'll be discriminated because I'm from Philippines and I don't know any English. I'm not really fluent at it. But when I knew there was like Filipino families over here, I get to know culture, and they guide me to be like, they got me in high school, and like I get comfortable with my environment, and that's it.
wow, great. My next question: how were you able to preserve the Filipino culture at home?
Me as from Davao, like me and my family like talk in our own language, like which is Bisaya or known as Cebuano. We still
Okay, greet them in the Bawenyo language, dialect.
hello, maayong gabi din sa inyong tanan. Ako live data karon sa Amerika.
Yay!
If you're doing that Asian mom thing, well, they'll be like, you gotta get good grades.
Now, tell me what language you still remember, the Filipino language. Can you give me one?
Hello po, mabuhay, you know, basic. Or
Kamusta po? Ganun po. Yeah.
yeah, basically the same thing. Kumusta?
Thank you very much. Once again, Doc Mike for Fil Am TV and Asian News. Okay, so to continue with, of course, with what it means to be a Filipino American youth in Las Vegas, I have, of course, Archen Kwai Son, right?
Yes.
He is one of the production staff of Fil Am News, and I am formally introducing him to you now. Now, Archen, you watched the video. What's your reaction?
Watching the reactions and the videos, it's like we have to be very, very amazed by many of the youths here, because most of them have been here less than 5 years, and they have adapted very well in Las Vegas. Especially most of them did not even speak any English at all, and then most of them, being here less than a year, have no accents at all. So that's the most surprising part. They have adapted very well here.
And you saw that one of the students, he just arrived 2017.
Yes.
And barely 1 year. But you see the accent is like Americanized. So what do you think?
It just shows to prove that like in the Filipino culture, we're very adaptable. And then we see it in our youth every day, especially the who are coming migrating to the U.S., all that stuff. It just shows the amazing human spirit of the Filipinos.
And tell us about your upbringing.
My mother is from Cebu. My father is from Manila. They migrated here. They actually met each other on the tour bus in Hawaii. Then they had me, and I migrated into Las Vegas when I was 2 years old. And ever since then, I've been here.
Do you learn any Cebuano dialect?
Only by one of my mother's yelling at me. So when she's yelling at me, then I know what's going on.
So it's only when she's yelling at you?
Yeah, pretty much when I get in trouble, but that has happened recently, so I'm good on that.
Any recommendation, especially for those youngsters who arrive in Las Vegas? So what is your advice?
My advice is to just stay true to yourself. Stick with family is always important. Do what you love to do. We see many of our youth, they love to perform in arts, such as dancing, singing, and then nowadays we have a lot of inspirations who are full Filipino or half Filipino. So I always say, like, stay true to yourself. Family's always first, and then just say who you are. That's simple as that.
Yeah, that was great. And for your information, friends and viewers, Archen will be leading our Filipino youth group for this upcoming Asian Culture Day celebration on May 18. Okay? And that was a great opportunity, Archen, for you to meet all our youngsters, especially high school students in Las Vegas. Guide them, and we'll try to organize a youth forum for them.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that was great opportunity for you, right?
It was. It really was.
Okay, any last word to our audience?
So we just stay true to yourself, stick to your passions, and come join us for our Asian Culture Days. Come to connect with us, all that stuff, and then make our community more bigger for us. Thank you.
Great. Once again, thank you very much, Archen.
No problem.
Kwai-san. We'll be right back. Pure Medical Equipment, located at 3750 South Jones Boulevard, Suite 190, Las Vegas, Nevada 89103. The premier provider for your medical equipment and supply needs. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, private, and cash pay. Pure Medical Equipment. I hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Fil Am News. Before anything else, I would like to thank my sponsors, Dr. Godwin Maduka of Las Vegas Pain Institute and Medical Center, and Pat Magallanes of Pure Medical Equipment. See you again next week. Doc Michael StaJuana at your service. Mabuhay!